Hello friends, welcome to this week's Mystic Moment. And it has to do with mattering. The main thrust and focus is about mattering in this life, in this world. But I want to start by pointing out that that word has a density to it, right? In fact, there have been many eras, ours still included, that see matter as a descriptor of the dense particles of this three-dimensional plane on which we live. And sometimes it's been used to create a sense of dualism. You have matter and immaterial. I've even heard matter and spirit. And there are so many inherent hiccups and tripping points in making distinctions like that. I mean, it's understandable, right? That you'd want to, like, here I am sitting on some stone. And it's nice to say, this stone is matter. It's here, it exists, it's holding me up. I'm not falling on the pebbles because of it. It shows and points to a certain level of reality that can be helpful in making distinctions. But it has so many ways that it creates a dualistic relationship with reality in general. It automatically separates out anything that's not of matter. And again, not minimizing the value of scientific methods that look towards cause and effect and relationships when it comes to matter in order to prove certain patterns and help us understand very important aspects of being alive that have contributed to health and wellness and space travel and all the rest. So I'm not minimizing that. But I do want to point to the fact that it also has the double-edged sword, where it can be a limitation to accepting that the aspects of reality that aren't matter in that same way might not even exist, or have to be proven by methods that are constrained in the matter realm of things, as though reality is based on that. So that's my little sidebar that took most of our mystic moment. But with that, though, we get this correlation about the natural desire as human beings to matter. Do I matter? Does my life of service matter? And we oftentimes go through real destruction in our growth process around what matters to us and how we see ourselves as mattering. We build up ideas. I matter as a corporate executive. I'm contributing to this cause of the vision of my company, only to have that destroyed. And we can wonder if we've hinged our identity in that. Do I matter? Do I matter? And I was sitting at a conference. I was just participating in a conference on near-death studies. And I was blessed. I did the opening and the closing and a couple other things there. What if you can't find anchoring in mattering? What if your sense of being valuable in this world, if it eludes you? Is there a way to come to rest and peace around that? Is there a way to have fulfillment about being alive instead of discouragement and despair? And one of the keynotes said a statement that I thought was very powerful in relation to this. She said, the present moment matters. So if you can't get to a place where you know 100% that you matter, because it's important, I think, to know that we are a valuable asset to ourselves, to this world, to those we care about. But if we can't find that, if that eludes us, if through our own inability to awaken to that reality, we can't hold that the present moment matters, and therefore transitive property of equality. I've used that ever since I learned that in geometry. It has been a big part of my spirituality. If the present moment matters, and you are in the present moment, then you matter. It's a gateway in. And it leads even to more spaciousness because it automatically anchors us in a way that is not over-identifying with our personality or our roles or our sense of self. It's simply the present moment, and I am here now, spaciousness in the present moment. The wind is even blowing to show its affirmation to this. So what say you? I know for me, when I position it that way, I feel so much freedom. I don't need to figure out who I am or where I'm at or what I'm doing, but I can just look to this present moment. If it matters, then how is my participation in it mattering? And so much more. So where would you like to take this? I invite you to do a little journaling or personal reflection on it. The present moment matters. And if you exist in the present moment, you matter. And the discovery is discovering the luminous present moment. That's the entry point. Blessings, my friends.